Edge Technology Screens. We deliberately left it open mic because I want this guy to pop in here and explain himself or rant, carry on, get upset, get angry. He's going to be upset over this one. So he needs to be. He needs to be. He needs to do tests. He needs to do tests. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And if you've seen the last couple of days, we've been doing some same tests against the Black Series. Again, these are tests that I have yet to see anyone else do at the end of the day. And with that being said, we want to make sure that people that are buying screen paint products, whether it be us or anybody else, are getting exactly what they paid for, and they're not getting robbed at the end of the day. So the problem we have here, we have a fellow who basically, there's a few of them out there, but the main one is a fellow by the name of Crow1176. Crow, we left the mic open for you to come in and talk and explain some of this stuff that's been going on. So we're interested. And we also want to talk to some of your customers who have gotten taken on these products. So the mic is open. This is going to stay this way. This video will be posted everywhere today on every site. We are going to be connected to just about every place. All right, so the problem we have here, this is a fellow who shows off a product by the name of Cinemax. And the Cinemax, the problem with that, happened to match the Network Grade 773 in his own video demonstration trying to back his products. These are some of the demonstrations right here where he was struggling in the video to try to get past this ordeal. And it was a pretty bad ordeal. I mean, pretty bad ordeal. All right, so what we need from Jamie is for him to be able to back his products up. Because I don't see any tests on your channel. I see a lot of you getting mad and slamming me at the end of the day, but that doesn't bother me at all because I can go and back my products up. I ain't got a problem with that. I definitely don't have any product with backing this at the end of the day because this is easy for us, but you haven't done this yet. I've been asking you for quite some time to do these tests and you just keep refusing to do it. And we need to know why. Sorry about that. My charge on my cell phone is dying. So we need to know why. We need to know why you are avoiding these tests. Why you do not want to do these tests. We already know from the first one because I'm pretty sure what you went through on the Network Grade 773 was absolutely brutal. Now, again, we left the mic open because, again, this person, when he comes in, he's very upset, very angry. He starts cursing, he starts carrying on, he goes off. This is basically, at the end of the day, showing that he's not a professional at the end of the day. And that's why the reason why his accounts are under investigation, because he carried himself in a very, very unprofessional way. But what we need to know is why you're not doing the test. Now, you will have a challenge. We will give you the same video, the same one, every single day for 3 months. And the reason why we chose 3 months is because you have plenty of time to get it done. If you haven't completed this in 2 days from now, or even a day from now, clearly shows that your product is a scam. Now, we already got one that's a scam. That's the Network Grade 773. This is a video right here. Jamie showing his receipts on camera of doing the demonstration versus the Cinemax. And the sad thing about it is he keeps coming out showing off the Cinemax as if it's a new product, as if this video doesn't exist. Have you forgot, Jamie, that this video does exist? Have you forgot that that is you on camera, that's you bearing receipts, that's you painting down the screen, and that's you also matching the screen? Did you forget? Because apparently, for some reason, you have loss of memory because we keep seeing videos and other people keep seeing videos of this scam paint popping up of you claiming the Cinemax to be this, that, and the other. And yet in this video right here, clearly shows your product matching a house paint. Now, even on your website, we've been to your website. On your website shows you selling the product. Haven't even pulled it off the shelf. You're still selling it, showing pictures as if nothing ever happened. So this labels you as a scammer, a person who commits fraud. Nope, there you are. That's you. Now, you can't deny that's not you on camera. Listen to him explaining in the video. We got to mute it, but he's explaining in the video, showing his receipts, how he went out how we're liars at the end of the day, how we don't know what we're talking about, how his product is not going to match the network grade 773. Isn't that interesting? And here we are today with your deleted video that you right now don't want to admit happened, but it happened. So you have a challenge. Oh, it's going to be not good for you. It's going to be pretty bad. So his challenge, basically, he has to go in and he has to do a demonstration against the, I'm going to add more to that. We ran out of letters to go with that. We're going to add more to that, to the sentence. But anyway, he has to do a demonstration against the hybrid mix. We want to see that. The IB personal mix, we definitely want to see that. And we also, too, want to see demonstrations on your other products versus the network grade 773, and also too next to the micro slip silver. Now we expect for you to come in and carry on. That's why I left the mic open. I left the mic open because I want people to see your reaction and how you get upset and how you get angry. Jamie, you have to understand there's certain keywords that you say that we always know it's you. And we expect for you to come with emojis. We expect for you to come in with curse words and act up and carry on. We expect that. Scammers do that when they're caught, when they can't get themselves out of a situation. You had plenty enough time to do the demonstration. Mind you, we sent 4 links to his site directly to him, telling him where to buy the slip silver. You go to his YouTube channel, there's no slip silver there at all. Now, I tell you what happened. I'm pretty sure Jamie purchased the product. When he did this demonstration, he pretty much had a confidence level. He was going to beat the screen. And that's the reason he kind of went out and did it, and lost miserably. But I got a feeling that this time he did buy the product. And I think he did it off camera. And I think he realized that the product was going to match. You know, he couldn't turn off the camera. He couldn't do anything. He just had to sit there, bite the bullet, and take it. Look at that. That's horrible. That's your network gray, Jamie, right there matching. Now, I understand you're going to come in here, you're going to get upset, you're going to get angry, you're going to say nasty things. We're used to that. That's why I opened the mic up for you. And anyone else who comes in here screaming and yelling and carrying on, well, they're scammers at the end of the day, because who supports this nonsense? Customers are not going to come in here carrying on. They're the ones that got robbed at the end of the day. Why would a customer come in here and scream and carry on and say blah, blah, this, and they're looking at a video of you scamming them? You took money out of their pocket. Only people that would come in here and be upset is either your trolls that support you, this scam nonsense, or you. That's why I opened the mic up. It's always a reason when I do things. So speak your mind. Show everybody how upset and angry you are about this video. Because again, this is you, man. This is you scamming people at the end of the day. People work hard to make their money. You getting on camera smiling and taking their money. All the while, they can just go to Sherwin-Williams and pick it up and do it themselves. Now, I said before, you have this challenge next. Let me make this crystal clear so you understand this, all right? And everybody else can hear it along with me later on or now. We would like to see you do a demonstration against the network grade 773, the Amazon slip silver, and also, too, we want to see this versus the Cinemax hybrid mix and IB personal mix. We do not want to see hiccups. We don't want to see excuses on camera talking about a slight hue, a discoloration, or blah, blah, this, and IB white levels. That's the same lie you told here. So don't repeat that again. Because that's the same lie you told in this video. Don't make it a repeat. I got 4 videos already of you saying the exact same thing. Don't delete the video off your account. Do the worst thing you want to do. I already got enough of those. I got 6 of those already. Don't delete videos in the middle of streams and try to hide them. We got a couple of those. Your customers need to know if they got a good product at the end of the day, if your product works. Can you back your product? Now this is the, as I said before, this right here is the Cinemax. And this is the same product that he has here on his website that he's selling to his customers, as if that video never existed. So how many people of these customers have the Cinemax. The UV mix, just a customer complaining that matched his basement wall, and he was very upset, came up too dark. Let's see who's Cinemax over here. That's UV mix, that's another customer right there. Let me see. Hybrid mix. We don't see any Cinemax over here. What's going on? Let me see. This hybrid. Right there. No. Looks like they're not buying that. Well, when you get done with the rest of that, when we get running the rest of the test tonight, they won't be purchasing other stuff either. All right, so let's see what you're charging for this house paint. Now, mind you, Jamie, it'd be different if I already did the demonstrations against your products already. We know it's house paint. We already know. But what makes this video so interesting is you doing the demonstration and you finding out your product is how you. The Cinemax right here. So this is what he's charging his customers. He's charging his customers a whopping $89 for the Cinemax, which is matching perfectly to the house paint of Sherwin-Williams. Not good for you. Now, hey, Jamie, you can take this any way you want. You can be mad and upset and go, well, hey, this is wrong. No, buddy, what you're doing is wrong. Let's talk about the personal mix. What happened here? This is bare silver screen. Is this not you walking out of a Home Depot by carrying a container of the bare silver screen in your hand? Let's look at this one right here. Explain this to us. That's you. That's your bit there. That's your Home Depot in your area. So let's have a look at it. Explain that one. You notice that he came in here, he said a couple of nasty words and he left? Yeah, because we know it's you. Because no one else is going to be here ranting. None of your customers are going to hear ranting. As a matter of fact, your customers are probably thinking about how to get their money back. We made a copy of this because, like I said, Jamie has a bad habit of removing things off his account. Isn't that you? That's you right there, right? Showing off the network gray, no, sorry, bare silver screen. There you go, showing it again. Scammer at work. I can call you a scammer, Jamie. You know why? Because everybody on every site calls you scammers too. Because again, this video actually sits on a couple of sites and people go in there and they look at it to compare your product to the bare silver screen. And they notice when they look at those demonstrations that your product is matching. Now let's see, we'll go inside for a minute here. You can watch the whole demonstration. There he is inside. About to paint the screen down. That's your environment, right? So no one clones you. No one made any copies of you or anything whatsoever. You'd be surprised at some of the excuses they will use. I like how you had all that light in there, but the minute you show up the demonstration, it gets dark in the environment because your screen's going to wash out. All right, right here, let's get the pause on that one right there so you can see that up close what he actually has in his hand. This is what he has in his hand. Mind you, you did these videos to back your products. You made these videos to prove that your product did not match house paint, did not match any form of interior house paint. You did these videos yourself to back your product, and then you got rid of the videos. That's what makes it bad. Let's look at the results. See how close his hand's to the screen? You're never supposed to be that close to a screen. He literally, in all his videos, he does the exact same thing. The same excuse in every single one of them. Yeah, that's a huge change right there. That's a huge, massive eye-opener right there. Let's go to the one that's actually the worst. This is the worst one. This is the Pilot. The Pilot is the worst one. I would say some people that we've seen some forum sites said that you would have to be, out of Some of the scammers, you would have to be the dumbest scammer on the face of the planet. I hate to call people stupid in the day, people, I really do. But there's no way to explain that one. This man literally walked out of a Home Depot carrying the container in his hand on camera, paints it down to a screen, gets on camera and tries to convince the customer that they're seeing two different screens here. Good gracious, that is horrible. I don't know what's more interesting. The people who basically believe that nonsense at the end of the day, or basically the fact that you were basically bold enough to come on camera and try to tell people that they're looking at two different products. Let's look at the pilot's face right here. Where's the difference? Jamie, anytime you want to. You're not banned from here. You can come here and talk anytime you want. Can you explain to everybody what is the difference? Because I put an open mic in. You can talk. You were in here a few minutes ago. What's the difference? Jamie says nothing. Jamie's quiet. Jamie, do you need me to call you out? I'll put a video and post it directly for me to talk to you. I want you to explain that. You know what? I always talk about picking someone's brain at the end of the day. Yeah. And while I'm showing you the demonstration, we'll do it outside on my 250-inch on display. Something you can't go, places you can't go at the end of the day. I can display screens anywhere I want in my environment in a live stream next to you, and you couldn't even basically say anything because you'll be sitting in the dark and I'll be in a fully lit environment. You couldn't even match my environment. You want to do something like that? I'll put you on. If I want to embarrass you, I can embarrass you pretty bad if I want to. What I'm doing right here is nothing. This is nothing, man. I can put you into a live stream and I can do my demonstration downstairs. Demonstration versus demonstration downstairs. I'll be in a fully lit environment. Can you match my environment? Can you match any of my demonstrations? You don't want to go down that route, do you? I didn't think so. You couldn't match anything. If I did a demonstration, I could basically show off gray screens, white screens, silver screens, and blow all those out of the water with no problem. I can put black paint against my screen, no problem whatsoever. Black surfaces, no problem whatsoever. 1000 lumen projector, no problem. Ultra short though, no problem. High-end lumen projectors, no problem whatsoever. Can you do the same? Could you match my demonstration? Could you do it? But you can't. I could do network gray strictly on my screen with no problem. Can you do that? You can't pass network gray, and you can't do slip silver, but we can roll right over top of it. As a matter of fact, I can make a demonstration that alone. Put you into a live stream. We both can link up together side by side, and we'll do network gray 773 together. 2.0 versus your product. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't seem to pass it. You keep matching the product. Yeah, there we go. And that's why you're not in the same level as our technology. That's why we can't put in the same level of technology, because even if we do a side-by-side simple demonstration, you couldn't do it. But first, before you go down that road, you've got to get past this. This is going to be your biggest nightmare. And keep in mind, what we want in those test demonstrations, we want both. Matter of fact, forget that. I want 3 this time. I want the bare silver screen. I want the microblend slip silver. And I want the network gray 773. I want all 3 of them. We'll pick this up too for fun. Or we can buy the set. And I'll get it ordered in. That'll make a difference. We need it anyway for testing. But this is how bad it is. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Look how close they match. All right. Knowing that your products match. What is it? The personal mix? You sell the personal mix. We made the personal mix many times to count. We made a personal mix. All right, scan paints. Let's look at your slideshow here. This is a slideshow from the actual video. We post these on forum sites so people can see up close how close these products are matching into house paint. All right, Jamie, that's what I'm gonna do. I doubt you'll do a side-by-side with me because, again, I watch your demonstrations. You're in a dark environment showing off my test demonstrations in a well-lit environment. The fact that you can't even match the lighting in my environment clearly shows your product doesn't work even more. You're not on our level. But you still have to do these test demonstrations. We do network gray demonstrations throughout all our demonstrations. We do the slip silver. We're the ones who purchases, the ones who actually start these trends. And this person just refuses to do it. Now, he did the first one. You got to give him a bit of a thumbs up on that one because he did do the first one. But again, what he went through in this video was brutal. And I mean, it was brutal. At one point, it's a little hard to watch, watching him squirm. He was really going through it. So you're going to have to do it again. Unfortunately, you're going to have to do it again. And not only have to do it again, you're going to have to do it against your other screen paints too, because your customers should know at the end of the day how your product is going to react. Oh, I know right now he's got probably a sick pit feeling in his stomach right now. Well, if you did the test, you wouldn't be going through this. Now we're going to ask you this. Put this video up. We're not going to go along with it. We're just going to do a short video, but just explain to what's going to happen every single day for 3 months. Let's see how long it takes him to do this. Mind you, you should be able to have this test completed by tomorrow. Get in your vehicle, truck, drive, whatever you got. Go down to Sherwin-Williams. Go pick up the product. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a break. You don't even got to do Bear. We'll do it. Just to show you how good of a sport I am. I'll do it for fun. But you need to go down and you need to go to Sherwin-Williams, pick that up, and then go to the link 4 times in a row. We'll put the link below for all of you if you're interested in getting the microblend. That's again, Crow, at the end of the day, I can advertise this product. You know why? Because I can beat this product. I can advertise this to sun up to sundown. Buy, 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 buy. Does this bother me? No, because my product can beat this product. Because after the customer gets done buying this and putting it on the screen and see the demonstration of what a 2.0 did to this stuff, they buy our 2.0. This makes money for us. But for you, it doesn't make money for you. It makes you lose money because you can't do the test. So it says first request. Whew, I wonder how high we'll go up. Man, we could get up to like 3 months. Shoot, that could be 90. That's 90 days. I wonder if we'll reach 90 days on them. I'll bet you right now. I can hear the bets going on right now. I can hear the bets. Right? I go to the other forum site. Yep. On how many days it would take them to test. Good. Once we pass the 3rd request, that's it. And he had plenty of time to do it. He had plenty of time to do it. So to show you how fast it takes for the product to come in, I'm going to order one. I was supposed to order one before. Sorry about that. I'm going to order one, have it come in. We'll do the unboxing right on the table. Show you how fast it takes to come in. So we'll order today. So it's no excuse he can't get it. It's on Amazon. Anybody can order from Amazon right on your cell phone. There's no excuse for it. And he was able to pick up the Sherwin-Williams. This time when you pick up the Sherwin-Williams paint, pick up something called Super Paint. It's much cheaper. I know what you try to do in the demonstration, try to make it look like I lied about how much it would cost, but you picked up something called Emerald. I think that's what it's called. It's a little bit more expensive than the Super Paint. So next time you pick up the Super Paint, you can save yourself some money. Okay, you're all about saving hundreds, right? Then that's how you save hundreds. Don't go pick up the other one, pick up the Super Paint. It's much cheaper. I know I shop from Sherwin-Williams all the time when I'm painting the house up. So you bought the more next to the expensive model, that's going to cost you a little bit more. It's going to be $37. So get the Super Paint. It's much cheaper. There you go. To do the same thing. So we can see what that looks like. All right. I'm going to put the rest of the caption in. We are requesting Crow1176. That's his channel. We are requesting for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez for him to do a test demonstration, which should have been done a long time ago. It's way past due. We are requesting for you to take the hybrid mix, the Cinemax mix, and the IB personal mix that you have on your website that you are charging customers for. And we want you to do a demonstration. I don't care what projector we use. We don't care. We want to see that against the microblend by Amazon, Slip Silver. That's what we're requesting, Slip Silver. Make sure you get that right, Slip Silver. And we're also requesting the Sherwin-Williams Network Grade 773. We are expecting to see these tests on color levels, contrast levels, and white levels. Plenty of contrast levels, by the way. You don't do enough of those in that well-lit environment. The same demonstration, same lighting that you had in there for the customer for the Epson, I want to see that. Definitely want to see that. You could do lights out. I don't care. I'd love to see you do lights out too. That'd be nice to see. And we're hoping to get these tests by every month. It's going every 2 weeks. It's going every 2. We got to put pressure on them every 2 weeks. we go in and check. We're hoping to see if he can back his products up, because like I said, it's very important. We don't want the customers getting robbed at the end of the day. I got nothing wrong with people at the end of the day making a product or whatever. I mean, if they want to slam us here and there, we don't care at the end of the day, because again, we can back our stuff. It don't bother me at the end of the day. I don't like people who basically steal from people. I don't like people that are scammers. I don't like people like that. And you, sir, are definitely a scammer. And if you want to say I'm not, well, you explain this nonsense right here, and then we'll go back to your YouTube channel and you explain to us why you're showing off the Cinemax as if that video doesn't even exist. You tell us why you're selling a product on your website that's matching a house paint. Oh, that'd be us. That wouldn't be you. We use too much light in our environment. There we go. So this is you right here, Crow. Turn my customers' requests. Is that not you? Customers' requests for the Cinemax. Same screen paint that we have on our video, showing it matching house paint. Customer request. Does your customer know that's house paint? No, he doesn't know, because you'd like to keep those videos hidden. So that's why we need you to do that demonstration. And oh, Jamie, just remember this too. It's not going to be just one demonstration. You're going to do multiple tests. You're going to do a lot of tests. It's not going to be that easy for you. Do you see how many tests that I do against that black screen over there? We got testing to do today. We do multiple tests, which means you will test each one of those products separately. Oh, this is going to be brutal. I told you it's going to be a brutal test for you. Either you do it or we do it. Which one you want? So here's the thing. I don't have the time to do your products. So then you should be doing it. I should never have to add that I have to do it. You're going to do these tests thoroughly, which means you're going to do all of them on the screen. We want to see that, but we want to see individual breakdowns. We want to see how the hybrid mix looks next to the network grade 773. And I want to see what that next to the slip silver. I want to see the IB mix doing the exact same test too, also too. And we already know that the product already tested on the network grade 773, but unfortunately you're going to have to do that one again with the slip silver. You're going to have to do 3 individual demonstrations. We need to see this on the ultra short throw, and we need to see how it reacts on a long throw projector. You also have to do these outside also. You know, we do it all the time, every day. So you should have to do the same thing. It's not going to be that easy as you coming in and doing a demonstration on one screen. Oh, I'm done. No, buddy, you're nowhere near done at all, period. You're just getting started. So let's see how long it takes for him to get those done. I'll put the instructions at the bottom, what he has to do. Now, the sad thing about it is that the fact that he should be doing these tests regardless. No one should ever have to request for him to do this. That's the sad part. And you're in here selling the product right here. House paint. Lying to your customers. Telling them that. How do you put down this mix? How do you explain the Cinemax mix in your specification sheet? Now that we know, everybody knows it's house paint. This mix is my favorite mix. One of my all-time, one of all my mixes. One of all my mixes. The freak. This is my favorite one of all my mixes. What the? Never mind. I can't spare the brain cells. I just can't do it. It will give you well-balanced picture. So with Sherwin-Williams. It will give you well-balanced picture. Yeah, so will Sherwin-Williams. Sherwin-Williams will also give you a well-balanced picture. It costs much less than that. Oh, my goodness. It will give you well-balanced picture. Well-balanced picture from your ultra short throw projector. It works best with 2200 lumens and up. Well, we wouldn't notice that because you constantly do it on the 3000 lumen projector. So nobody really knows on that one. Test it? No. I gave you a test. What I just explained to you how you're going to test your product, that's a test you're going to be going through. That's an actual test. 4K and 4K, great with some light environments. Oh, you're definitely going to be testing this out. Definitely got some tests for you. You're definitely going to do a well-lit environment on that. Well, we saw that already. Your screen washed out. You couldn't pick up the contrast levels. All right, let me see. Great tests with light environments. One quart covers up to a 100, 135-inch screen. That's something else too you need to do too. You need to actually paint a 135-inch screen. No paint sprayer, roll that thing in. This is my favorite. Using ultra short throw projector, it is amazing. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I just read that. You know what that reminds me of? You ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Charlie writes the speech for Dennis? Yeah, that's what kind of reminds me of. But anyway, yeah, he can't talk. He's basically been shut down on that end. He's not talking on that one. They're great. When they see that shut down on their end, they told me that's the indicator that they're going through his messages. He's I told you, this counts investigating for advertising porn on the site. Don't do dumb stuff like that. In the day, I told you, keep your emotions to yourself. All right, let me see here. All right, so this is what you explained your product to be. It's supposed to be good with ultra short throw projectors. It's 2200 lumens and up. That's a lie, because all demonstrations on these pictures are done with the 4K projector. You said it's 4K. Yeah, it does work with 4K, but anything works with 4K. Apparently, Sherwin-Williams also works with 4K projectors too, because we can see that in the demonstration on the hidden video or deleted video. Ambient light with something like, no, that's a lie, because again, demonstrations are all in the dark. And you're talking about here that you're saving you hundreds. How are you saving people hundreds when you're stealing money from them on a product that is matching a house paint? How? That's a lie. And then you got to show that screen up on YouTube. Man, you need to stop that. You need to go in on YouTube, pull all the videos down under the Cinemax. Get rid of them, because that's a scam, until you can come up with a screen paint that don't look like that at the end of the day. And you need to pull off your website too, because that's another scam. Matching house paint and got a nerve be up there posting your product as being best of the best. You have lost your mind at the end of the day. Yeah, he got to do those tests. All right, I'm gonna get out of here because I got work to do. But yeah, get it done, Jamie. Now, while you're scratching your head trying to figure out some kind of scam idea to get around that one, which you're not going to get around it at all, period. There's no way for him to get around house paint. It is virtually impossible. It is a nightmare for him. As I told you before, he's going to avoid it. But again, 3 days, man. You should have that done before 3 days. All right, we're going to have a little game with this, Jamie. I'm going to order mine right now. That product gets here before you basically do those demonstrations. I'm going to put you on blast on this. It's going to be bad. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because, again, you steal from people. And then you come on camera and you smile and grin on camera like it never even happened. And people get robbed. And I get your customers. Oh, yeah, I do get your customers. And your customers do tell me about your products matching walls and all kinds of stuff at the end of the day. Somebody even said a great piece of construction paper matched your screen. Great piece of construction paper, child construction paper. Now, I got to go buy this stuff. And if I'm buying that stuff, that means we got to get your stuff over here, which you are terrified of. Jamie was so terrified of having the Cinemax come down here, lighting up. We got the proof that he literally went in on PayPal and committed fraud. Made statements that PayPal told him not to ship the item out. And as I said before, if my account was so badly damaged, was basically under investigation, then I won't win the claim. I won it. Just like that. Super fast. He could have been more than happy to send that money back to my account. That means because his product wouldn't come down here for proper testing. But we're going to allow you to do the proper testing. So like I said, I want to see the Hybrant. I want to see the Personal. I want to see the Cinemax I want to see them tested against the Slip Silver by Amazon. I want to see them tested against the, Network Gray 773. I want to see 3 individual tests. And these 3 individual tests, Jamie, this is how we do it. You're going to break it down. Hybrid mix, Network Gray, Slip Silver. Network Gray, Cinemax, and Slip Silver. You're going to do each one for each category. You're going to swap out projectors. You're going to go from ultra short throw to 1,000 lumens. We know we got the projector in there. You're going to drop it back 15 feet. You're going to put it in a fully lit environment. Each one of those demonstrations is going to require different color pattern test demonstrations for each one, white levels and contrasts. That's how we do it over here. That's how we run tests. That's how you got to do it. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but guess what? If you're going to basically take people's money at the end of the day, if you're going to offer a service, guess what? Service, you have to work for it. Here's your Network Gray 773 matching a skin tone. Let me warn you real quick. The Slip Silver, the ability for that stuff to match a skin tone is insane because it has a bit of a light silver coat to it. It can maintain its color. It can maintain its contrast to a certain degree, but its white levels are actually a little higher than the Network Gray. And that's not going to go good with you. It's going to be really bad. Now, more interesting, I think the more damage I see coming out of this, if he does it, which I know he's not going to do because he's scared, is when I saw the demonstration of the hybrid mix sitting next to the Cinemax and how close they match. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that's going to be if that Network Gray 773, and I'm telling you, this is going to happen, sits right next to that product. Unless you change out the color at the last minute, which I'm probably thinking he's probably going to do, try to change the color of his products to try to get around it. You're going to try to do something to get around it. But if you put those two together, those screens matching, and then you put that cheap, that Network Gray 773, and if that screen blends into both of them at the same time, oh, that's going to be bad. I'm definitely getting a copy of that. I'm getting a copy of that when it actually, I'll jump into live streaming copy of that bad boy. Because the reason why, that's a video that's going to go missing quick. It is definitely going to go missing quick. I guarantee right after the stream is over, it'll probably be deleted. So I plan to be in the live stream recording that. With a few people from ABS Forums. Projector Central. Some other people I know. We'll all be in there watching. So, your challenge is already set. We expect it done. Let's see. We'll see how long it takes you to do. Now, that's the first one we gave you. The second and third, when we give you challenges, they won't be this long. This is just explaining everything to him, what's going to happen to him, what he has to go through. Those ones will be short and sweet. We'll just come and say, hey, Kenneth Burke from Crystal Ridge Technology Screens. We are requesting for the second time. We are requesting the third time. We are requesting the fourth time. We are requesting the fifth time, the sixth time, the seventh, the eighth. Don't let it go that far, man, because it's going to be bad. But to see how fast it takes for you to get the demonstration done, I'm going to order this the same time this video posts. If this product gets here on my kitchen table before you do that demonstration, and we already know from the door. Well, let the games begin. Next time, at the end of the day, Jamie, you have to understand, I couldn't care less what you say about my products, but at the end of the day, you don't even know how my technology even works. You don't even know how your stuff works at the end of the day. That's why you're sitting there matching house paint. You do not know what you're doing. After what I witnessed on Sunday of watching those demonstrations, you have no idea what you're doing. You're just basically blindfolded, taking a stab in the dark. That's pretty much it, hoping you hit something. That's all you're doing. You have no experience in this field, no knowledge whatsoever, period, from what I've seen so far. How else do you explain that? So what do you say against us? It really doesn't bother me today because, again, I can come out here and I can back my products on anything that I can think I want at the end of the day, and our stuff proves what it can do. But you can't get past house paint. It's the easiest test ever. How are you going to go past a certified screen if you... I can turn, like I said, I can sit there and say right on camera, I can turn a certified screen into a near white sheet of paper. And you can't get past house paint. Well, we'll see. I gotta go. The room was open for him to come in and talk. He did come in and make a couple comments, but after he realized that we set the room up for him to come in and speak, he left. You can't speak, you can't say a word, all you can do is be quiet. See? Your products don't work. Even you can't even come in and defend your own case. Jamie, when you talk trash about my product, I don't have to come into your room. Load up a YouTube video, and I do a demonstration. You can't even do it at the end of the day, and I give you the challenge to do the same video, and you can't do it. You back down. If I want to prove your products don't work, I'll buy your stuff and have you put my money back in my banking account. Can't back it up. Keep in mind, Jamie, not only was I able to back up the 2.0 at 100% with no problem whatsoever, but customers came in and backed it up for it. And then on top of that, I kept your $38 and got my money back from you. You couldn't even keep the money that I gave to you. I gave you a whopping $90 out of my pocket. You couldn't even hold on to it. You were so terrified and so scared of your product coming down here that you even went as far as committing fraud on PayPal to make sure that PayPal told you this, that, and the other. PayPal told you nothing. You were that scared. So not only did I keep your $38 and put that into my banking account, bought some Dragon Ball Z skins with it, but when you tried to file a not as described claim against me, you lost miserably due to the fact that batch number 1 or 2, test demonstrations, and they went into the shopping cart and clicked on the link. You have yet to pass the challenges under the 2.0 test demonstration challenge. You have not done yet. And since the demonstrations are peppered out through the network grade 773, you can't go near it because you'll match the screen. And you definitely can't do the slip silver because you'll match the screen. So then you try to send me back a product that I went through the time to test it out to back up your theory that you had the actual product that looks nothing like the customers, looks nothing like the batch, looks nothing like the test, and you are known for a reputation of doing this dirty stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, that's why we sent it back. Your waste of the time to do something like that at the end of the day. And at that, when I go to place the order for your product to bring it down here for proper testing, you cancel the order and put the money back in my account. You couldn't even hold on to it. Jamie, I've sent you over $1,600 worth of orders, and every last dime has landed back into my account because you're afraid. You place the order for my product, I ship it to your front door with a signature confirm attached to it. And then you try to file a complaint saying, now that's described, and I keep your money because I can back my products 100%. Even PayPal can see that on the other end. But you, on the other hand, if I file a have not described on you, money goes back into the account. You don't even fight it. You got 10 days to provide a tracking number, and you couldn't even do that. You put my money right back on my account like you're happy that complaint came up, so you got an excuse to get out of it. Have the test demonstrations done. I'm not going to waste any more time on this. We're going to tell you this. When I come back in every day, we will not go through this long speech. We're going to come in and say, here you go, da-da-da, request, got to go. That's it, go on. We got things to do. Every time I come in, that number is going to jump. We got the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Come on, man. Don't embarrass yourself this way. Get the test done. I know you don't want to do the slip silver. I know you're afraid, but you got to get it done. You ran too much of this and not enough of that. So get it done. So, before we sign off here, let's tell Jamie what he needs to do. Jamie, you listening? You have not been doing the test on the slip silver. We gave you multiple attempts to do this. We've sent you links directly to your account so you can actually do the test yourself. We need you to prove that you are not stealing, committing scams against your customers, which we can clearly see you're doing right now as we speak. You are going to pick up the Amazon, the slip silver, by Amazon slip silver paint. It's paint and primer. You're going to pick that up. You're also going to drive down to your local Sherwin-Williams and pick up a container of the network grade 773. I would choose the super paint. It's much cheaper when you show off your receipt. We are expecting you to do these demonstrations separately against, well, actually, one's not separate, but we'll get to that one in a few minutes. We want to see a separate demonstration in 3 screen paints that you make. We want to see the personal mix, the hybrid mix, and I do want to see, well, IB personal, hybrid mix, and I want to see the metallic, not Metallica, sorry, he doesn't have that anymore. He got rid of that. He got outed on that one. What's it? Cinemax. So in each one of those, you would do a demonstration of slip silver and the network gray 773. You would do this on a long throw, a short throw at 15 feet back. You will also do demonstrations on color patterns. You would do contrast levels and white levels as we do over here every day. You would do it in the dark. You would do it on lights on so people can see if there's a difference. You would do this for each one of those. And then the grand finale, I personally want to see the Cinemax and the hybrid mix together, because in that demonstration I saw on Sunday, they look exactly alike. And I want to see the network gray, only the network gray, against both of them together. That's what I'm saying. All demonstrations will be done live, so there's no way for you to back out of it. Now, the reason why, I'm going to tell you from my honest opinion why this may not get done, because of this video right here. This video was an absolute nightmare for him. He suffered on this video. He suffered badly. When he first started off, he had all this brimming confidence that he was literally going to be to beat the screen. But then as the video went on, things got bad for Crow. And Crow started doing things like waving his hand in front of the camera, dropping the camera, fiddling with the camera, touching the camera, leaving the room, coming back in, sitting back up, getting back down. It got bad for him in there. Nothing was working out for him. So, does he want to go through that again? No, that's why you haven't seen any more demonstrations on the network gray 773. Stays far from it because, again, it was a bad situation for him to be in. Did he test the other products on the network gray 773 off camera? I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. And I'm pretty sure he realized that they match quite well. That's why you haven't seen any demonstrations on the hybrid or personal, so he didn't do those either. Do I think he might have ordered the microblend off camera? Yeah. Basic human behavior. If you fail miserably in something, and there's a good chance that it could probably happen again to you in the same way, but even worse, wouldn't you test the waters first before going on camera just to make sure you don't go through that again? Human behavior. That's what he did. Now, if you did this, we already know from the door that you can't do it. And that's going to make it even harder for you. So, Jamie, when this video is over, when it ends, I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to purchase this. Let's see how long it takes for you to get the item. Now, I don't like to do it. Oh, I forgot. Your whatchamacallit is discontinued. I'm not saying it's disabled. We have the link anyway. We sent them 3 links. I'll put the link below. For those who don't have it, I will put the link below where to get the paint that Crow is scared of. I hate to say, he is scared. He's scared of it. He's running scared. He went to his YouTube channel. Nothing. He's not even talking about it. He's scared of it. He doesn't even want to mention the network gray. Nothing. He's scared. But again, like I said, you're stealing from your customers. And how we have proof of that, every time you show up the Cinemax screen, knowing that this video right here exists, you're stealing from your customers. And with that being said, you need to be outed on everything. So we're going to order the product today. When it gets here, I'll do an unboxing right here. We'll check his channel, see if he got it already. If he doesn't, then we'll just put in another request again. And another request, and another request, and another request. Jamie, I would suggest for you to get this product, to get all the products in before the second request. Because once we reach the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and we start getting the 10s and 20s and 30s and 40s, and 50s and 60s, this is going to go bad. You're not just going to be here on YouTube. You're going to be on every platform we can get our hands on. To let people know that this request challenge is going on. So more people can join in. And I'm pretty sure the individuals right now that are out there that don't like you as it is will be joining in. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of your troll friends that you call your friends at the end of the day may join in also to watch you burn a little bit. Now, in any way, people, don't get me wrong. This is not a revenge topic. This is not basically it's basically to get him to test his products. There's the proof right there. You're advertising a product, Jamie, trying to sell it to your customers or wherever you're trying to get your hands on, knowing that that video exists. And the fact that you did not remove it off your website, that you didn't remove it off your channel and say, hey, look, we got caught. I had a video up here and I apologize, and it matched house paint. So to do better for my customers, I'm going to remove this. If you've removed the paint, the problem with Jamie has a lot of pride. He's arrogant. If you've removed the paint, that means at the end of the day, it basically tells that you definitely at the end of the day were wrong and you were doing what you weren't supposed to be doing. But at least you're being honest about it. And you could go in and reestablish some kind of trust between your customers if you do demonstrations from now on involving those products, showing you have nothing to do with those products in any way whatsoever. But you basically not removing these products and continue to sell them, knowing these videos exist of you basically scamming people, is not going to go well for you. Okay, go order mine. We'll have it here. See how long it takes for him to get the video done. Jamie, your challenge starts now. Gotta go.